How has knowing Bill changed or influenced or enhanced your sense of the way the world works?
Well, I learned from him. I like to learn from all friends, and Bill happens to be a particularly good source. but that's the fun of having friends, Charlie. Yeah. I don't think I would. It'd be hard for me to be a friend with anyone that I don't learn something from, and they probably get kind of bored with me, and I get bored with them. Who's that guy talking about stocks?
And Bill, what have you learned from him, being associated with him?
Well, an
sitting on his board
immense amount. He wrote an article for Fortune magazine that I read before I met him about that it's not necessarily a good idea to leave large sums to your children. So that was pretty fundamental, and I remember reading that, and I was convinced that was right, and it meant, wow, now you have to think of how to give it away. I also remember Warren showing me his calendar, and
I love this.
I had every minute packed, and I thought that was the only way you could do things. And the fact that he is so careful about his time.
Can I show this to the audience? Yeah.
He has days
that there's nothing on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm trying to show.
Some of the best ones.
And
well, this is October.
It's very high tech. Be careful. No, you might not understand.
I'm going to hold. I'm not going to show the thing. But this is the week of April, of which there are only 3 entries for a week.
Yeah, there'll be 4 maybe by April.
File tax.
So that taught you what? Not to crowd yourself too much and give yourself time to read and think and...
Right, that you control your time, and that sitting and thinking may be a much higher priority than a normal CEO who, there's all this demand and you feel like you need to go and see all these people. It's not a proxy of your seriousness that you filled every minute in your schedule.
And people are going to want your time.
Yeah,
and it's the only thing you can't buy. I mean, I can buy anything I want, basically, but I can't buy time.
And so to have time is the most precious thing you can have.
I better be careful with it. Yeah. There's no way I will be able to buy more time.
And living in Omaha makes that easier.
That makes it a lot easier. I for 50, whatever it is. Well, then for 54 years, I've spent 5 minutes going each way. Now, just imagine that was a half an hour each way. I know the words to a lot more songs, and that's about it.
It adds up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really adds up.
Add up.
No, if you're talking an hour a day difference coming and going, and that's 2.5% of the person's work week. That means 40 years. You're talking about a year.